5, main engine ignition, all 3 engines up and burning, 2,
To whom it may concern.
1, and liftoff.
Lift? What is this, some Hollywood liposuction? Lift? You know we ain't about all that. Welcome to the Skull and Bones Show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down.
The beautiful sound, Skull and Bones Radio.
Oh, I love it, man.
We are Skull and Bones Radio. I am Jean Perillon. I am joined by the man, the myth, Mickey 3 Jammersfield.
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, smashing.
Mickey 3. Mick, actually, no, hang on. We'll come back to that. We got one more person in the building. Mattman 100. Where you at?
His name is Mattman 100. What's going on, gentlemen? How are you?
Welcome back. How
Hey,
are
man,
you?
I just got totally dissed here a second ago. He said, "We'll come back to me."
Well, I almost jumped the gun on that one. Hang on, let's let this play out for a minute. Man, that goes hard. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing great.
You doing good?
Yes, I am, actually.
Hey, man, I gotta say something, by the way. Jean, I just realized something about you, man. You an Indian giver.
What are you talking about?
You gave me some spotlight, and then you took it away and then shoved it on
hang
Matt.
on, hang on. The spotlight's coming back to you. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry. That was me. My bad.
We are Skull and Bones Radio. Make sure you check us out. iHeartRadio, Skull and Bones Radio. Make sure you check us online, skullandbonesradio.com. Now, Mick.
Okay, so here's the deal. You go to Twitter, you go to the Instagram, and you type in Skull and Bones Radio. However, when you go to Twitter, because we ran out of the characters that we could use, we ran out of the letters, we only have one L in Skull, unfortunately.
So it's Skull with one L and then in Bones, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I just want to get it one last time. Matt's a limelight stealer. I just want to say that for the record.
Man,
he
you ain't no good.
He gave me the light, baby. I'm taking it. Sorry, not sorry.
All right,
Hey,
well,
man.
We're going to cut that up right there because it is a very special segment, all right? You guys remember a few months back we had a in-studio guest, a few of them. Love Thy Neighbor. Remember the event, Mick?
Oh, dude, no, absolutely, I remember that. Yeah,
The founder, I'm sure you guys remember, the man himself, Ruben Torres.
Oh, man, I remember him.
Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. Great.
What's going on, baby? You looking good.
No, man, just trying to catch up to you guys, man. You guys are doing it big. I'm just trying to come over here and get some of your spotlight.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I've been trying to steal some of your tactics, so.
Oh, man.
You've been
I'm over here soaking it up. Matt's over here spitting game. I'm just learning.
Man.
I'm just learning. Oh, there he goes again. See?
Too much craziness going on around here.
I love that track, by the way, man.
Yeah, it's good, huh?
Yeah, man.
All right, so as I mentioned, Ruben Torres is the founder of Love Thy Neighbor with his partner South Bay Mike. Yep. They had, I guess at this point, it's been a few months before or since the event, but what's good? How's it going? What's new?
You know what, man? We're still working off of that event, man.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, even just today, I got my kids with me, and they were helping us clear out some of the stuff down at the mall. Still, we still had a bunch of stuff down there. Stuffed animals, still a bunch of toys.
I believe it, man. There was a lot of stuff in that room.
Yeah.
I was like, man, Santa Claus sweatshop is real. You know what I'm saying?
It's a real deal. And, we just had like 250 toys donated just like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
So we still had to go and donate those. We had some friends from LA that donated like 4 boxes of shoes from K-Swiss. So we went and took those down to the orphanage, and just like a little bit, of everything. Stuff still keeps coming in.
Yeah.
And, you went down with us.
I did. I wanted to say, by the way, thank you for letting me come with you guys.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of an eye opener and definitely a heart touching experience for sure. So I just want to say thank you for that.
No, thanks for coming, man. To me, I try to include as much of the community as possible, because it's one thing for us to say it and show you pictures and tell you, hey, man, come in and give a toy or give a little money or whatever it could be. But when you go hands on and you're handing these toys to these kids and you've seen some of the kids at the orphanage, they're running up to you and they're like, hugging on you, and some of them already know your name. And when you give that time and you invest time into these kids and they start like recognize you, and it tugs on your heartstrings, man.
No doubt.
So yeah, it's tough, man. And we helped an organization called Es por los Niños, and we went down there, and it was hard for us to go and give the toys that day, so we kind of planned it a couple of days before, and when they were there, some of the families already got their toys and got their stuff, but we were able to go there and kind of help, serve some food and all that stuff. I don't know if you remember. And, it's kids and families that are living with HIV and AIDS. And there's just always so much that, you want to do. Like, oh man, I want to do this. I want to get involved with that. And, we're in here in December and we're still like, you know what I'm saying? We're almost into March and we're still like doing it. And it's a tough juggle, man. It's a tough juggle. And South Bay Mike, he's out of town. He's been, working on tats all over the country, but, I'm still in knee deep, doing it.
The work doesn't stop, huh?
Yeah, man. And, it's a good thing, man. God willing, this year it's going to get even larger. This year we're going to host it at Sweetwater Harley.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
dude, that's killer.
We booked that last week on Monday. They're going to be raffling off a used Harley, and they're going to block off the street for us. And yeah, it's going to be
very
bigger.
cool. So we just wrapped up, or you guys? I'm sorry, not we. You guys just wrapped up the 7th annual, right?
7th annual.
Probably 2 months ago,
Yep.
And here we are, 10 more months, and you're already, putting in the work again.
Yeah, you got to, man. Well, we do stuff throughout the year, early June, and if you guys want to come too. But in early June, we're booked to go into Soledad State Prison. So
Where was that at?
it's up. It's about 6 hours north up Salinas, California.
Oh, okay. So this is California. I was thinking that was in Mexico for some reason.
No, yeah, in Salinas. So they invite us in every like 6 months or so. They have art shows, and I've been in there and I've been judged for the art shows.
Oh, that's cool.
In June, they're going to have a cancer relay walk.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
So last year when they had this event, we brought in one of the bands that we work with, End Time Lions. They're out from Modesto. So, they're kind of like a Rage, POD kind of vibe,
Sure.
rap rock kind of. So we're going to be able to kind of bring in some more artists, bring in, a DJ and some rappers or whatever it's going to be. So it's going to be in June. So you guys want to feel free to come with us, man.
Heck yeah, man, I'm down.
Prison,
That's killer, bro.
The prison outreach, we go and sometimes, it's you meet guys and you hear the stories and, people think, when you're walking into a prison, it's just, it's different because, you're surrounded by killers, pretty much. And we were in the yard for about 9-10 hours. And
the yard, that's where everybody hangs out? Or?
Everybody's released and there was about 700 inmates all in the yard, all mixed in together. Wow. And so we took a quick break just to get something to eat, like they had lunch for us. Mm-hmm. And some of the administration was saying, you guys are surrounded by pretty much like 85% murders. The guys
85%?
Yeah. And so we're sitting there like, whoa, like, but you wouldn't even feel it, man, because there's so much love. Like these guys, like they're well behaved, and it's just it's a different kind of emotion when you go there because, you walk into a prison and you just think, man, like I gotta watch my back.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Not
Where's
like
security
that,
at?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got dudes walking around with rifles and the whole thing. But we try to do different outreaches. The prison thing is it's kind of new for us. But we're doing that, and we're entering some of the high schools with Sonny and them as well. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then of course we're staying busy down in TJ, and then we're working a little closer with the San Ysidro School District as well. So just kind of trying to keep all sides going. Trying to help.
Well, you're surely a guy wearing many hats. That's for sure,
man.
So it's very very community based as far as the prisons, the schools, the in Mexico. All the work you're doing out there.
I don't know, John. We might be in the presence of a future congressman, and we may not
even
know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right. Congressman Torres up in the house, right?
The community loves you.
I don't know. I don't know about all that, but I try to stay in touch and in tune with some of the stuff that goes on in the community, and you win some friends and you lose some friends, especially when you got different points of views and different ways of thinking, and what I'm saying.
Sure,
to me, I'm like, dude. God doesn't call us to judge. We're just here to love on people, and that's kind of our stance, and that's kind of where we've been with it. And we've had some influential friends in San Diego that kind of help open the doors to do some stuff. So I kind of just try to stay in the mix and stay neutral, but maintain our morals doing it.
Well, at the same time, I have to say, like you may have been some influential people helping open doors and stuff like that, but you've been spearheading this. You really have. Like you've been the tip of the spear on this, and really kind of being the driving force behind it. So I in fairness, I think you're the train conductor, if you will. So,
Hey, Ruben, just for some of our listeners that may not know, you want to just go over real quick what Love Thy Neighbor is?
Sure. Yeah, it's Love Thy Neighbor started back in 2010, and we started off just as doing a toy drive for kids and families in TJ, and that's how we got the whole Love Thy Neighbor, like, our neighbors to the south, and it's a scripture in the Bible, and we just thought, hey man, it goes perfect, but we're a community organization that helps the less fortunate, widows, orphans. We help the elderly down in TJ as well. Prisoners, we try to do as much as we can, and visit some of the schools. And for probably like a good solid 8 months, I was up in Modesto doing the juvenile hall up there as well.
Wow.
So, just kind of trying to stay in the mix and doing
Sure.
it all. So we're an organization that tries to help. We did so many homeless outreaches here in San Diego as well. So pretty much the less fortunate, those in need, we try to stay in the mix and try to give back, and try to be a blessing to those that sometimes are forgotten. The prisoners are always the ones that kind of get forgotten. The homeless community here in San Diego, we have one of the largest homeless communities in America, and there's so many organizations that go and try to help. And I get to the point where I'm like, man, like I just feel like I'm one more of those organizations handing out a sandwich or handing out a blanket.
right.
So I'm kind of, backing off that just to take another angle at it.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to work closer with people like the San Diego Dream Center and kind of work on a long-term deal instead of, just a sandwich or clothes and a blanket. So we're trying to work more on like the treatment and help get people back on their feet and get jobs and that kind of stuff. So
That's awesome, man, 'cause a lot of people could really use that kind of help,
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I know.
that's what we're
I kind of want to touch on this if I can.
Yeah.
I remember when when you guys invited me down there to the orphanages in Tijuana, and I remember it was brought up that a lot of people kind of help the orphanages a little closer to the border around Christmas time because it's a little bit convenient. People want to feel good about themselves during the holiday. I donated, right? Yeah. But what's cool about Ruben over here is this dude. I mean, we went on like a convoy, man. I was like, where are we going, bro? Are we going down to Colombia or what? I don't know geography, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we went way south, dude.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, when it's closer to the border, it's a lot easier to get like, groups to travel down because it's, 5-10 minutes away from the border and you feel safe. And, during the holidays, everybody wants to feel nice and fluffy and go and give. So you're, oh man, I feel good about giving. Here's, hey, little kid, here's a toy, whatever. But it's like the rest of the year that like some of these homes need some stuff.
Right.
And so, we started going in November, to that same orphanage.
Oh, okay.
And we still go and we take everything from cleaning supplies to more food to even like, we took some drywall down there. We took some rain gutters and, there's pictures of Mike putting up some rain gutters.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It's we try to do more than just like, hey kid, here's a toy, and now, we're working with there's an attorney that we work with down there, and she wants to bring in some kind of more on the educational side. She wants to bring in some police officers and kind of, hey, for those that want to learn on that side, some educational. So you want to be a police officer, you want to get into the military, any of that kind of stuff. Like, they want to provide more than just, hey, here's a hand out.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome, man. Because I mean, like, eventually these kids are going to grow up, and what I mean, that's
and what's next.
Yeah, exactly. If they have opportunities, that's
so
absolutely
some of them want to get in
essential.
radio. Maybe you guys can.
For sure, man.
Go.
I wanted to give a dude a shout out down there, but I didn't know if it would be I didn't know if it was like a good idea or not. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jorge, man, he was okay. So we went down to the orphanage down there, and this dude was playing a violin, and I was like, that was at
the Esport de los Niños, the kids and families with HIV and AIDS.
Yes, yeah. I didn't know if I was allowed to say that or not, but man, that dude was. Man, he was good.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking, bro. Like, and I was so blown away by it. I was like, bro, let me take a picture with you. You're like a rock star, and like you're not discovered yet.
Dope.
Send them to Juilliard, right? Is that the prestigious school, the music school out here?
Yeah.
We're gonna sign him to Hell House Records, baby. Send him on his way.
Well, I think it's important to note that the work that Ruben, I'm looking at your website right now, and it's a Love Thy Neighbor movement. So it's really important to note that it's a movement that you're doing. It's not just this program or that program, but it's a whole kind of
Well, not only that
movement that you're doing.
but he's also a host himself on
podcast,
stay,
right?
on a podcast, on stay connected with RubenTorres.com. Did I say that right?
Yeah, connect with RubenTorres.com if you guys want to check that out. A lot of cool guests on that.
We'll definitely have to have you in here more often to kind of pick your brain and kind of get, ideas out of you.
Picking your brains. I'm trying to learn off you guys, man.
Yeah. All right, Ruben, as always, man, thank